All right, folks, I am here with Tom, the Master and Commander, the General, the Generalissimo of Brickskrieg. If you've seen this, you will have seen this online at some point, but for those who aren't in the know and are under a little tiny, wonderful plastic rock, what is this all about and what you guys are doing?
Well, essentially, it's born out of a mixture of my being extremely tight and very bad at painting. So when I decided I wanted to get back into wargaming in my 40s, and had given away all of my previous wargaming stuff to grandchildren, nephews, nieces, and I thought, well, how can I relatively cheaply create an army and just get playing without all the modelling and the painting, which I was never very good at, to be honest. So I came across this idea of building a tank to this scale using bricks, and as a result, I thought, well, I wonder if I can make more things out of those bricks. So I started designing bits and pieces, playing around with them, and then fighting with them using some really simple made-up rules. And that was how Brickskrieg was born. And ever since then, people have seen them and said, where do you get those from? So here we are at UK Games Expo. So
what forces and sort of what's available from you guys at the moment then?
Well, so far we've done the Germans, the British and the US. Our original starter set has the Germans and the British, enough to have a battle between the two. We're releasing at this expo the Eastern Front box set, so that's the first introduction of our Russians. So we're quite excited about that. One of the most common questions I get is, when are the Russians coming?
When are the Russians coming?
Yeah, with some enthusiasm, which is not how you'd normally expect that question to be asked. So really delighted to be launching that for pre-order this weekend. So they will add to the mix, and then later on this year, going into next year, we will be launching our Africa campaign. So the beauty of using just slightly different colour bricks.
Yes, perfect. For those people who want to know a little bit more about the sort of game mechanics and stuff that you guys use, sort of how does it sort of flow? What's the kind of like typical game turn and stuff?
Well, we've created really, really simple rules, designed really to go with the really simple models. And people do use all sorts of different rule sets with it. Ours is very much a turn-based, so one side goes, other side goes. We use a very basic light, medium and heavy for armour and guns. And it's a move, shoot, combat, rally. So it's very traditional. It's the way wargame rules were when I was a little boy.
When you're playing on the floor, on the carpet, and that was your battlefield.
And it still is. They take the mick out of me for having essentially rugs for battlefields all the time.
It's how it should go.
Because in the 80s, that's what we did. So,
and obviously, I think I've seen a lot of people play. We've seen the Yogscast obviously playing this with bolt action and all that kind of stuff as well. But it really feels like one of those sort of sets and systems and all that kind of thing. It'll be really nice for those people who've maybe watched a couple of war movies and then think, hey, you know what? I'd like to play with some toys and something to come to you guys and get this stuff, I guess.
Completely. I mean, there's everyone on the scale from, we have some really young fans, which is brilliant, who this is their first step into tabletop gaming and away from the screen, which we love, right the way through to experienced gamers of some advanced years who, again, find they're still able to model and play with this, where maybe they don't have the ability to play with some other things. So it's so wide-ranging. It's been a really pleasant surprise to see how popular it's been.
Has it been like an interesting experience trying to work out how to get the silhouettes of all the vehicles and stuff to kind of match up and things using essentially blocks, I guess?
Completely. I mean, me and Toby, who's not here yet, but is coming, who's sort of our lead designer, and we geek out to an extreme degree to the point of waking up at night that we've suddenly thought of a brick that makes exactly the right shape for the front of whatever vehicle it is we're talking about. So it definitely, from our point of view, randomly, part of the fun is coming up. One of the things that Toby has designed is the Russian mobile rocket launcher on the back of the lorry, which is just brilliant, and I'm really looking forward to it. Again, that was a moment of, I've worked out how to get the rockets on the back of which was brilliant. So thoroughly enjoy it, and some of our followers make amazing things as well. So they buy them and turn them into more amazing things than we could have thought of. So that's a pleasure to see as well.
One of the nice things about it is that you can almost do that kind of destructible nature of it as well. So you can be like, oh no, my tank's destroyed. Boom, it comes apart, which is always fun. That sort of tactile nature to things. And I always love the little planes. Every single time I've seen them, I have been obsessed with the planes. And you have to make the noises when you move them around. Absolutely. And you have to do the shooty gun sounds and the tank sounds and everything as well.
Yeah, well, my wife does refer to the entire thing as your pew-pews.
Yes, so that's what it is. Yeah.
It really is that grown up.
So if people want to come and find out a little bit more about Brickskrieg, where can they find you? They find you online on social media and all that kind of stuff as well?
Yeah, absolutely, Ali does all of our social social media. So we've got just off shop. Ali does all of our social media. So we've got a presence there. We've got a Discord. Obviously, the website is our main place for selling. And we're just starting to build some really amazing relationships with retailers around the country.
Okay.
So we look forward to it popping up in hopefully your local game stores.
And if people want to come and try the game out here at UK Gaming Expo, where can they find you? Do you remember your booth number?
Oh, I'm going to look at Ali here.
Do you remember your booth number?
Yeah, we're in Hall 2398 over by the food court.
This is why you have backup, reinforcements. There we go.
Yeah.
Yes. So yes, make sure to come and check out Brickskrieg, see what you think of this one for yourself. Obviously, we have a lot of World War II fans and stuff in our community, and this could be a really good opportunity for you to dive into that kind of period of gaming and sort of play it out without having to worry about painting and all that kind of stuff as well. Yeah, even I get tired of that at some point, but yes. Watch the live blog, watch the live stream, and we'll be back with another video very, very soon. Bye for now.